Hello, I'm Alex Harmson, co-founder of PortfolioPilot.com. In today's Getting Started video, we're going to look at some of the major features within the product and spend a little bit of time highlighting how you might get started using PortfolioPilot. In this example, you see in front of you, we are on the track page within PortfolioPilot. We have just gone through the sign-up process, verifying our email, completing the onboarding questions, and PortfolioPilot has loaded up a demo portfolio for us so that we can explore the product properly. As you can see, with part of my net worth, I can add individual securities, 401ks, brokerage accounts, crypto wallets, real estate, private equity, cash, and other assets. Anything you might hold, you can add this into the product, and we'll be able to visualize this for you all together in one view. The heat map here shows us over the last month changing positions as markets change. We have a portfolio pulse, an individualized news feed for you and your portfolio. One of my favorites is the portfolio assessment. If we click this up, it will go through and show you your overall score, risk match, risk adjusted returns, downside protection. We'll look at your retirement readiness, a couple bullet points about what's going well, different hidden opportunities within your portfolio, how you compare to other PortfolioPilot users. We'll pull out high-level net worth stats, aggregate all of your dividends and fixed income. This allows you to go into individual details of the portfolio, break this down by accounts if you want. As we scroll further down, we can see a look-through analysis where we're aggregating all the exposures and individual holdings of our funds. You can see how much NVIDIA exposure you have, for example, across all the different funds that you hold. If we keep going down, asset classes and different suggestions for where we might go next in the product. This is the track tab. If we go to the next tab, the plan tab, we'll get to retirement planning. Retirement planning allows us to run through thousands of future simulations of the setup that you have. We'll look at how many of those thousands are successful. This is run using Monte Carlo scenarios and hundreds of different input variables from your current portfolio and net worth to all kinds of different input variables from your retirement budget, age, retirement age, different contributions. You can go into individual breakdowns, a table view. You can get as detailed with this as you want. If we scroll further down the page, we see that there's a number of different automatically run what-if scenarios. You can create your own scenarios, manually build what-if scenarios, even describe using AI what you might want to see in this future life, and it will model out a side-by-side chart and comparison of this future life that you live. As we get into the different variables, there's everything from individual inputs to your spouse and partner, different life events that you can add from college tuition to getting married to selling a business, funeral expenses, ongoing money flows in and out that you can model, portfolio assumptions, taxes and withdrawal strategies, Roth conversions, RMDs, withdrawal orders, no end to the kind of things that you can model as part of this ongoing future plan. Estate planning covers a checklist that allows us to be able to show you life insurance and living will, designated beneficiaries, guardianship for kids that you might have, a digital estate plan, to be able to put it all together in one place and make sure you're on top of everything across your financial life. If we move over to the Improve tab, we can see that every single month, PortfolioPilot generates the top 3 actions for you to take across your financial life. We'll aggregate everything from estate planning to financial planning advice to individual fee optimizations, tax optimizations, investing advice, downside protection, risk-adjusted returns, and give you very specific advice on what to do next. Here we can see a specific switch from one fund to another fund with similar exposure to be able to save money on fees. If we go deeper on this recommendation to be able to use the portfolio optimizer to rebalance your securities, you can see that you can add preferences, add filters, and then ultimately we're left with a number of different specific recommendations according to your portfolio, market conditions, and your recommendation preferences. We can use the portfolio optimizer to rebalance securities, get individual stock recommendations, or individual ETF and fund recommendations for what we can do with the cash in our portfolio. If we click in the details here, we can see why the system suggests a 7-point increase for buying $22,000 of the silver trust. We can see the score and the breakdown, the impact on our risk-adjusted returns, the impact on our dividend and fixed income, even specific justifications about why the PortfolioPilot advice engine recommended this specific trade. We can click through and see the full profile for a fund like SLV, or we can add SLV to a draft portfolio. Adding it to a draft portfolio puts us in a sandbox environment. It copies our current portfolio. It allows us to make changes, accept recommendations, make changes to the portfolio manually, and be able to compare side-by-side changes, run simulations, back tests. I mean, there's lots of different tools within the product, within Improve, that allow you to run these simulations, look at tax optimization, side-by-side analysis and comparison. And then the Explore part of the product, we'll save this for other videos, but this is a way to dive even deeper into the underlying data, anomalies, screeners, lots of different tools available to help you make the most of your PortfolioPilot experience. If we go back to the track page, we'll see that we have this getting started checklist to help you make the most of PortfolioPilot and properly get set up. Everything from the assessment and the score that we just looked up, to adding recommendations to a draft portfolio, going through and updating your retirement readiness, watching other video walkthroughs, importing your net worth. The best way to import your net worth is click on Add an Asset, Securities. You can link across 12,000 different banks, brokerages, and wallets. You can manually enter securities. You could simply copy and paste your securities in, upload a statement, screenshots, CSV files, Excel files. We've tried to make it extremely easy to import your net worth, no matter how you want to add it. Hopefully this has been informative. Our goal with PortfolioPilot is to help you build a more confident financial life. Thank you very much for watching. Please check out the other video walkthroughs, and happy investing.